Guys, this time I'm not trolling you with the title. I'm pretty sure I've watched my favorite new anime of the year so far, and all I want to do right now is talk about it. I took a leap of faith on Crunchyroll's recommendations for once because I really like the main character's look. Yes, it's a very shallow reason, but that's how you know a thumbnail's good. So the story I would like to discuss with you today is Sabikui Bisco. In a post-apocalyptic Japan, where most of the country has become a barren wasteland filled with barely more than dust and sand, and its remaining population is plagued by a seemingly incurable and deadly flesh-eating rusting disease, the new world government in place in what's left of the old world is putting the blame for this destruction on the propagation of mushroom spores. However, Bisco Akaboshi, a wanted criminal and elite archer whose arrows are coated in special spores that cause a variety of giant mushrooms to instantly grow wherever the arrowhead spears, would greatly disagree with this explanation. This rusty wind causing destruction to the world is therefore a cause of great concern on the prefectures, and the crackdown on mushrooms has made them the enemy of the nation, giving birth to the Himiyama Watch, which was created to defend society from mushroom terrorists. Like many other mushroom keepers, Bisco has been persecuted and forced to live his life under hiding. He believes mushrooms are not the cause, but the cure, and that there is a legendary mushroom out there named Sabikui, said to devour all forms of rust and could therefore change everything. Unfortunately, through his various journeys and his habit of growing mushrooms all over the country to prevent the rusting regardless of the public's opinion, he's ended up with a bounty on his head and was even nicknamed Okay. Despite the constant oppression, Bisco is devoted to finding the cure to the rusting to save his mental jabi and prove everyone wrong about the pivotal role mushrooms play in restoring peace to the world. Now, with a synopsis like this, you'd be entitled to just go,
"What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?"
But trust me, this story and the way it plays out is something truly special. Especially because I went into the anime with zero expectation, I was simply taken into the story and made easy work of the 12 episodes of Season 1 directed by Studio Oz. The animation, the clear and distinctive stylistic approach to the production, as well as the incredible world building surrounding our cast and story, truly pushed the story to greater heights. The original light novel series written by Shinji Kokubo was illustrated by Kei Kagashi, and the world concept art, which we will touch on later on because it is absolutely mind-blowing, is directed by Mocha. It has been serializing since March 10, 2018 and is currently still ongoing with its 8th volume coming out in Japan this year. Now that I've introduced the main story and the different media it can be experienced in, let's go deeper with some bits about the characters, the world building, the music, and finally my conclusion. One thing I noticed and liked immediately in the show is the limited cast of characters, truly representing the scarcity of the population after the disaster and also connecting you to the main cast that much faster. As I mentioned in the intro, the character design of Bisco is initially what reeled me in, and the others actually made me stay. Bisco begins as a very mysterious character, gritty, witty, risk-it-all badass MC like many others, but unlike some other stories, it doesn't take ages for him to develop and show his true self. He cares and wants the best for the people around him and is willing to risk it all for them. Milo, aka Panda, who's by the way voiced by Natsuki Anae, the original VA for Tanjiro, on the other hand is straight off the bat such a pure and refreshing character to follow. His humanitarian duties in Imiyama as a doctor, helping the infected of the city free of charge, showcases the nature of his persona and really brings him to the forefront of the story from the very first second. The rest of the supporting cast is also pretty well balanced. Akutagawa, Bisco's giant crab, makes for really funny moments and action-packed scenes, and obviously adds immensely to the lore and the unique appearance of this world. Milo's badass sister Pau, who tirelessly works for the core trying to bring down the Mushroom Keepers and therefore Bisco, seemingly offers the audience a worthy first opponent for him. We also have Tyrol, the typical selfish and self-serving character stuck between two worlds, trying to navigate this harsh reality with any means necessary. She'll be the first one to test our duo's patience. Finally, we have the wise and yet adorable Jabi, Bisco's mentor, at the heart of this entire story. His decline kickstarted this entire adventure and is the reason why Bisco is actually so OP. On the other side of the spectrum, we have the antagonist of the show, Kurokawa, which is quite frankly rather typical, but in the setting of the show it doesn't feel phony, it actually works and feels enough, if you get what I mean. He's evil, ruthless, short-tempered, and really stops at nothing to manipulate his enemies as well as allies, but it's enough. It's nothing special, but it's enough. The one thing that completely charmed me with this anime, and is probably the main reason I connected to it so much, is actually the world art. The general style, the Mad Max-esque barren lands, the otherworldly giant creatures roaming and flying around, and the overall feeling of having landed in another world. It really made an impact and it connected with me instantly because it's different and it's beautiful. The originality and the creativity needed to create such a unique world comes from Mocha, who's been in charge of the background and environment art on both the light novel and the anime. I personally cannot wait to see what's next to come from them, and if an art book of the series ever comes out, I'm first in line. When it comes to the music, another thing that adds to this whole vibe the show is giving off is the absolutely perfect OSTs. All of them. If you're into heavy, aggressive, fast-paced rock anthems with riffs that'll make you headbang every single time you hear them, you will be served more than you can eat. Especially with Junna's opening,風の音さえ聞こえない. Show, however, the music will be such an integral part of your experience, traveling from classical Middle Eastern pieces representing the sandy, ominous dunes of the wastelands to head-slamming industrial poundings when in the streets of Himiyama, all the way back down to relaxing jazz. The way the musical scores and ambiances have been crafted for the show is a straight 10 out of 10 for me. As you can imagine, for copyright reasons, I can't play these on the video, but I'll leave a playlist containing every single song from the show in the description of this video, so go and check it out if that's something you're into. To conclude, I've been blown away by this blind decision I've made. I simply pressed play, and this story swallowed me whole for the entire season, prompting me to actually buy all of the light novels in English. In all honesty, I recommend this anime to just about anyone looking for an adventure with characters that have giant hearts and personalities, a story driven by devotion and selflessness, but also for people looking to lose themselves in another world.